All right, it's time for our day one report. Let's see, we left Albany about 4:30 Friday afternoon. Had a Subway sandwich in Canyonville. Started getting dark around Ashland, I guess. Um, Drove down to Mount Shasta and peeled off for Susanville and got in there about midnight. And see, we went past Susanville, went to a rest area, and just pulled over and snoozed for about 4 hours. And got up about 5, drove down to Lone Pine, and met with Brian and his son Caleb. Got changed, parked our car in the overflow lot at the Dow Villa Hotel for $25 a week, and piled in his van and took off north. Had lunch at Bishop at Subway. Got to the Wilderness Permit Center at Tuolumne Meadows around 2:15, and we were on the trail about 2:30?
No.
2:40, 2:45?
2:48 we are officially on the trail.
Okay, 2:48 we officially set foot on the JMT. And our goal for day one here was just to get up the trail into Lyle Canyon and do some acclimatization and basically camp at the first legally permitted spot. We weren't even really supposed to be on trail till tomorrow, so this is all a bonus. So here we are at Lower Lyle Canyon. We've got a nice water source and meadow down there. Hiking in, we've walked in about 4 to 5 miles, somewhere in there, and we've seen a coyote that was really good size, and several deer, a really nice buck down here in the water. And then the ranger let us know too that there's a problem bear that's been prowling between here and where it starts to go uphill a little more aggressively. And so this 4-mile stretch, there's a bear that really wants into people's food. So she just said scare it off, and we know how to do that. And
We need Bill.
yeah, we need Bill. Bill's supposed to be our protector and jiu-jitsu
Specialist.
bear wrestler.
Bear
So
choker.
yeah, we're gonna go down and get some water, cook some dinner, eat well, get a good night's sleep. We're at about 8,700 feet.
Yep.
8,700 feet. Tomorrow we go up and over Donahue Pass. I don't even know how tall it is, but I'm guessing it's a little over 10. And then we'll camp again down at 9 off the other side, and that'll actually put us ahead of schedule. So, all right, signing off for tonight. All right, well, good morning. It's day 2. We're right in Lower Lyle Canyon. Just left camp just after 8 o'clock. A couple big bucks here next to the water. And sun's just about to peek up over this ridge, and that's going to warm things up quite a bit because it's kind of cool right now, about 43. And we're heading up to that bald spot. That's Donahue Pass and about 11,000 feet, so that's about 2,200 feet up from here.
We camped up over there in the trees last night.
Okay, well, we found our first stop for the day to get some water. Sun's up over the ridge now, warming things up. We'll be going uphill in just a minute. Okay, just finished our first big climb of the JMT up Donahue Pass. This is the border of Yosemite National Park and the Ansel Adams Wilderness. It's looking back the way we came. And we'll be dropping off the other side here towards, I think, Rush Creek. This will be the only drainage that is on the eastern side of the CR Divide. And the drainage, I think, actually feeds Mono Lake. Let's see. And you can see some mountains to the south. I know the one way to the south is Mammoth. So kind of from here to there is about as far as you can see, I think, is what we'll be doing the next tomorrow, and then half the next day to get to Red's Meadow and meet Bill. Comes Derek, making it up to the summit. You hiked up at 11,000 feet before? Have now.
I don't think I've been over 7.
11,050.
Ansel Adams Wilderness, huh?
It's all downhill to camp from here. We won't hang out too long. There's some clouds and don't want to hang out
Is this the official
until something builds up.
pass?
Yeah, this is it. Okay, we are at Camp 2, and we're basically just over on the other side of Donahue Pass, kind of the first set of campsites that are really available. I think we're at about 10,100 feet, and we're ahead of schedule. I think our first full day we were actually supposed to be on the other side of Donahue. That means tomorrow we only need to do maybe 7 or 8 miles and maybe about 1,500 feet, so we can recover a little bit. We're still feeling the altitude. Camping high tonight hopefully will finish getting us ready for this hike. But easier day tomorrow. Beautiful sight tonight. It's warm. The water's warm for cleaning up in. Our tents, we don't have a lot of sandy soil over there in the tents, so we had to use rocks. That was a bit of a pain. But beautiful out, and it's going to be early to bed as usual tonight. That's it for day 2. All right, good morning. This is day 3. Yesterday was a pretty hard day. Derek and I slept in until the sun came up over the ridge this morning and took our time getting ready, and it's a little after 9 now. But today we don't have too far to go. We're kind of ahead of schedule, given that we started Saturday instead of Sunday. So we really only need to get to Garnett Lake today, according to my original plan, which is only like 7 or 8 miles up the road. And we might take advantage of that and just stop there and kind of have a recovery day and keep trying to get acclimated. Neither one of us slept great last night. Just trying to get used to the altitude still. So day 3, here we go. Okay, Derek and I have arrived at Thousand Island Lake. I believe that's Mount Ritter over there above the lake. What do you say?
Woo! Elevation.
This is a beautiful lake. Reminds us of Spectacle on Section J. But I think we're gonna be going up and over these hills here down to Garnett Lake, which is supposed to be pretty also. So. Okay, so our first real screw up of the trip. When I looked at this sign earlier, I saw Shadow Lake to the right, and I saw PCT and Reds Meadow straight. I did not see JMT at the top. I saw PCT and Reds Meadow and figured, hey, that's where we're heading. Did not realize that the JMT and the PCT split right here. They don't come together for quite a few miles down the trail. We went down the PCT about a mile and maybe 400 vertical feet, and then noticed our error and came back here. So we are back at Thousand Island Lake, and wait for Derek to show up, and then we'll hope to go the right direction this time. Right, here we are at Camp 3. This is Garnett Lake, and Derek and I are trying to save up some energy so we can walk to the lake and get cleaned up. We did extra credit twice today, not only the wrong direction down the PCT that cost us a few hundred feet and 0.8 miles or something like that. Getting to this camp, we had to exit the PCT and walk about a half a mile and probably 300 feet down, so getting here was extra credit too. Nice place to pitch our tents, sandy soil, so we're able to use stakes. And we're gonna get cleaned up, have a good dinner. It's not 5 o'clock yet, so we've got plenty of time for all our chores. And show you a picture of the lake in a little bit. Okay, this is the morning of day 4. We're at Garnett Lake, and it was a nice night. Wind stopped, didn't get too cold. I'm guessing mid to upper 30s, somewhere in there. Lake's calm, it's a beautiful morning, and we've got, I think, about 12.5 miles and a couple thousand vertical to get to Reds Meadow. And I think once we're there, we'll meet Bill. We'll camp at the campground, have some showers, get cleaned up. So that's the plan for today. Okay, here we are at Camp 4. Morning of Wednesday, which is Derek and I's day 5, counting Saturday. Derek's going to go get rid of his garbage. We are at the Reds Meadow campground, which was a really nice place to camp. There's hikers everywhere in here. We got Bill with us now. It's going to make us strong.
Glad to be out here.
Hoping Derek's recovered this morning and ready to make some miles. And we got another Bill in this tent. Followed Derek and I yesterday, and it was good to have along. And he's not feeling great this morning, so he's going to take a 0 in Mammoth. And we're just getting ready to go. We're probably going to take it easy today. This is Bill's first day on the trail. And so we'll probably make like 10 miles and try to camp like somewhere between 9 and 10,000. So here we go.
He's on the trail.
Yeah, he's on the trail. Has velvet on his antlers. He's looking to mate here pretty soon. That's cool.
He's not even looking at us.
No, he don't care.
All right, here we are, end of Wednesday. So I think this is day 5. There's my tent, there's Derek's, there's Bill's. And we're camped just a little ways from Deer Creek. And we just went a short, easy day today. About 5 miles and 1,700 feet up from Reds. Take the opportunity to acclimate and recover. And tomorrow well, today we got here early, and so we just enjoyed the sun, cleaned up in the creek, and dried everything out, cleaned our clothes a little, ate a lot. So that's it for day 5. All right, here we are on day 6. We're about 6 miles from camp. We just did a 6-mile stretch with no water, so this creek was a nice place to water up. I think this is called Duck Creek or something like that. So we're about to go over Duck Pass, which I think must be up there. And then we'll go up and over that, down to Purple Lake, and then up and over to Virginia Lake, and then a downhill to camp. I think we're about 10,000 feet right here, somewhere around there, maybe a little bit lower. Nice little spot though. How you feeling, Bill?
Good. Cool. Where's your dog? Hey, yeah, it's a healer. got a bow?
Yeah.
You guys see the grouse right there?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one over here.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, these ones are. This thing was sitting right up on this rock. Cool.
Yeah.
Just a little guy.
All right, we're here at the end of day 6. We pulled about 14 miles today, past Purple Lake and Lake Virginia to Fish Creek, which was just beautiful. Fish Creek, really beautiful creek running down a little canyon, some beautiful trees. Bill caught some brook trout over there. What's for dinner, Derek?
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry. What's for dinner, Bill?
Buffalo chicken.
Sounds good. I've got butternut dal bot, 890 calories, so 870. So I'm gonna try to put down a lot of calories today because tomorrow we've got 17 miles and 4,000 feet, including a named pass, Silver Pass, which is right out of camp here. So that'll put us in position for Selden Pass and MTR. So that's the plan. Signing off for day 6. Okay, it's morning of day 7. We were up and out of camp about 8:15, and we're now up above Silver Pass at about 10,900 feet. Looking to the north here, let's see, that is Mammoth Crest. So that's where we were 2 days ago, over by Red's Meadow. And then straight south of us there is Donahue. That's where we came over 5 days ago. And then we've got Banner Peak and Mount Ritter. That was the Thousand Lakes, Garnet Lake area from about 3 days ago. We just came up this super beautiful climb. A bunch of, there's a lake there that's high. Looking down over here, gorgeous high lake with a bunch of pocks. And then down in that hole over there is another lake with some really nice camp spots too. And just up here, going to refuel. And that's looking to the south. And I don't have really any idea where we're heading that direction. Although I think it's a 3,000 foot drop off more to the west.
And then,
towards VVR.
Then a bear of a ridge.
Mono Creek. And then we got another big climb today. All right, signing off for morning, day 7. All right, we've dropped below Silver Pass into this high basin, and it's one of the most beautiful places I've been. This lake, which I think is called Silver Lake, it's definitely a place like I could come back to the JMT and camp. It would be right on that knoll over there, that little high spot to the right of the lake, and then I'd hang out on that beachfront down there and swim. Up there you see the Silver Pass is that lower divide between two drainages, and then above that is the high point where we took a break earlier. There's Derek living his best life, and Bill's dashing like dashers do. Okay, here we are in the evening of day number 8, Saturday. So Derek and I started a week ago, Saturday in the afternoon, late afternoon. Today we hiked out of VVR back to the PCT via Bear Creek. A beautiful creek. Actually, this is Bear Creek, but it was a 2,800 foot climb and a pretty rough trail, you know, like not stock grade trail. We've got a nice camp here, and Bill's over here fishing. There he is. What are you catching, Bill?
Brook trout.
All right.
What a weed catch.
So some nice looking brook trout in here. And yeah, this is a great camp. Our camp's back over here, pretty close to the creek. And we've had dinner. And tomorrow we go to MTR for our resupply. It's about 13 miles out. Signing out for day 8. Okay, here we are at MTR on day 9. Resupply day. We left Derek at camp. He's returning to VVR and on his way out. Bill and I are trying to make tracks, see if we can still make Whitney. And we got our food and we're ready to roll. So we picked up our resupply at Mere, hiked up the trail about 3 miles. Thought we might be at camp, but realized if we're going to get Mere tomorrow, we need to push up another 3 miles. So that's what we're doing. And there's just a really pretty canyon here. Large rock walls just all around us. And it's nice and cool in here. And that river is just real pretty. We are finally at camp. Just across the bridge, then to the right into the woods. We got a beautiful creek and some flat spots back in the woods. We should be in good shape. Okay, day 10 update. Bill and I were up at and hiking on the trail by 7 this morning, and we've got up here into Evolution Basin, and this is just the beginning of it. And how far have we come so far, Bill?
Almost 10 miles, 9.91
Almost 10 miles and what, about 2,600 feet?
27.
27. So we're at 11,000 feet right now. And just look at all these peaks around us still. This is at 11K. And Mere Pass is going to be up and around here somewhere, and we have no idea where, but we're going to head up there. And Mere Pass is at about 12. Okay, here we are inside the Mere Hut at 11,970 feet. We spent quite a few hours getting up here, about at least 14 miles.
Oh yeah,
3,600 feet or something.
something like that. Hard work.
Yeah. Sitting here eating my RX bar. Here's my view out the window. Not bad. So, standard operating procedure for Bill and I is up at 5 a.m. and I just boiled a little bit of water from my oatmeal. I'll have my coffee in a second, but it's pretty in the morning. The sun's coming up over there to the east. Stars are out, and it'll be light soon enough. It gets light fast. Almost time to get to work today. Okay, it's the morning of day 11. Bill and I are out of camp by 7 and just working our way down. I think it's the middle fork of the Kings we're heading for. It's about 20 miles to the next pass, so we're gonna hike as far up before that pass as possible and then stop. So I think that'll take us to Palisade Lake, and then we'll hit Mather early tomorrow and bridge over to Pinchot and maybe get that one too. Day 11. Okay, this is Tuesday, which I think is day 11. And today, Bill and I were up at 5 o'clock. It was a beautiful morning. I could see the stars. Sun was just starting to lighten the horizon. And did our usual camp chores. We were out of camp by 7 and basically hiked down and then back up the Golden Staircase to just short of Mather Pass. And we're above what's called Palisade Lake down there. And we're at about, I think, 10,870 feet. And we were able to get clean in a really nice creek and a pool and we've got a high camp here, and we're making dinner. So that is our summary for day 12.
Is this the top of the pass?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, it's the morning of day 12. There's some National Park Service guys that we met at the summit of Mather here. They were blasting some rocks. And we're looking to the south. And we left camp a little after 7. Got up here by 8:30. About 1,400 foot climb. And somewhere about 9 miles that direction to the south is Pinchot, and that's what we're going to head for. So there's looking behind us where we came from. All right, morning in day 12 is off to a good start. Okay, just going to do a quick 360 of this basin that we're in. So there's Mather Pass up there, and the National Park Service work crew is still about a third of the way up. Might be able to see them. And swinging back more towards the east. South, where we're heading. And what we're thinking is that, man, if we wanted to do some astrophotography, this basin here would be awesome, because you have a lot of sky and mountains.
Maybe not. Look at that.
Helicopter over there. I think we were wondering if he was there to pick up the Park Service guys, but he's going somewhere else. Huh. He went into a hole over there. Because Mather is right there where the crew's at. That rescue helicopter dipped right into the hole over there. Now this is Derek and I. We're heading up Pinchot. Another 1,300 feet or so, and we got some horses coming.
Got some coolers full of beer there. What are we doing?
So do you actually take these things up this side of Muir?
Sorry?
Up this side of Muir Pass?
Oh no, we're parks.
This is the rest of the country. Looking behind us. Let's see, I think Mather is right. Get my finger in the right spot. Right over there.
I see it.
All right, here it is, morning. I think this is Thursday, day 13. We left camp maybe 35 minutes ago, and we're crossing Woods Creek. This is the bottom of Pinchot heading southbound, and as soon as we cross this creek, we'll start climbing towards Ray Lakes, and from there we'll climb up to Glen Pass, day 13. Well, here we are at Ray Lakes, and we're kind of the last spot before we go up Glen Pass over there, and we're right at the bridge where the slightly higher lake is flowing into this other lake. So we're going to stop here, take a good break, and then go get to the top of Glen Pass. Okay, we're at the top of Glen Pass. We got here in under 2 hours, I think, like an hour and a half. Pretty good climb, a lot of big steps. And you can see forever from up here. There's Ray Lakes down there where we came from. Okay, it's morning day 14, Friday. We got up from Whitney Meadows, and we've climbed about 1,500 feet so far. So we're a little above 11. And our goal this morning is to get up Forester Pass. It's a beautiful morning, like they've all been, which is just amazing out here.
Amazing.
Surrounded by this beautiful range. There's Bill.
Good day.
And we don't think that's Forester right there. That looks like a pretty steep little section. I think we're gonna go around to the end here and around this big pile, and the pass is probably back there somewhere. All right, so Forester Pass, day 14.
have to get a picture of me up here.
Okay. This is the top of Forester Pass at 13,200 feet. There's a really nice grade coming up here. Over here you've got Trish. You've got Nice Hat. Blew right by us on the way up. They got on the trail at Donner Pass. There's Bill up there. And that's the last little bit we got left. It's out there. All right, Bill and I thought at stopping at Tyndall Creek after 3,600 feet up and between 12 and 13 miles, but it was only 2 o'clock, if that, right?
Yeah, maybe 2:30.
So we thought, well, let's just bust on over towards Crabtree and maybe we'll do Whitney tomorrow instead of Sunday. And we think that's Whitney right there, kind of angling from the right to the left, sloping upward. And we're at this place called Bighorn Plateau, and it's just kind of this, we're at like 11,500, and it's just arid. And the reason is that range right over there to the west, I think that's called the Western Divide, and it's just grabbing all the snow and water. That's also where the High Sierra Trail's at, is over there. Behind us. And what else? I think that's the Kern, that big canyon heading south. All right, march onward. Okay, it's day 15. Just under 14 days since I left Tuolumne. And this is the top of Mount Whitney. The new boss man right there. Been promoted.
Appreciate that.
And we're the highest point anywhere. Here you can see the shack that's up here. We're going to go in there and sign our name. Okay, a panorama from the top of Mount Whitney. Highest point, lowest 48. Absolutely stunning up here. Okay, here we are still trying to descend Mount Whitney, and we're about 1,400 feet off the summit. Still a little over 13,000 feet, and it's raining up here now. And I haven't seen much for rain. Zero rain for 2 weeks, and as soon as we're off the JMT, here it comes, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So Bill and I are extremely happy we pushed as hard as we did to get here and summit today. So that's our way out, right down through that valley. We're heading for Lone Pine.